Yeah, hey guys, let's see what's going on. All right, we're jumping in. Um, we're jumping back in, and this is going to be kind of a casual leveling and gameplay, real quick here. This is just taking one of my not younger, but um, one of my characters. Uh, what is her name? That is a good question there. Um, let's see. She's a cyber runner, neon street rat, hero worshipped, kid stuff. General information. What is her name? Wow. Was it? Oh, Vex. Right at the very top of the screen. Gosh. And that tells you. No, and then here's and you know, it might seem a little um out of sorts is because I just spent half an hour on a ship trying to it was a derelict ship, and then I was trying to hunt down all the turrets on the ship so I can take over the ship. And unfortunately, it's this ship over here. It's the UC that ship, derelict UC Chimera. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to find one last turret on there, and what it did was not allow me to take over the ship until you do. Now, this is kind of a casual. This isn't like one of those, hey, you're going to level 60 levels in 1 hour, right? That's not what we're doing. What this is going to show you my way and kind of my fun way that I like to level. So it requires a few things. One, it requires certain mods, and as a matter of fact, let's get out of here real quick, and then we're going to do this the hard way. All right, so when we go into this list here, so it requires pretty much all the mods, but when you're wanting to level pretty quickly. And in this game, what I find, especially if you want to do it the fun way and not just going in and saying, okay, I got to follow this system and do it exactly like this. And then I got to go out and then kind of, how do you say, cheat, right? Now, this is, it isn't not cheating, but it's kind of, I like it better. So, one of the things I always recommend, you want the legendary module recycler. Can't live without it. Then you want Dark Star manufacturing. And then as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that we have here. I like Mordred's high value cred sticks. More ship cargo. Mordred's more ship cargo. The wellness perk health increase is not what we actually, I think we override it with something a little different. So I'm not going to say that that's a necessary one, right? But the environmental seal, we want that. Um, Now, one of my most favorite mods is this one, Winters. Roll your own start, and then what I'm trying to show you are some of the mods that you'll definitely want to have. Add spaceship to your fleet, that's for sure. Baka leveling bonuses. Crafting XP multiplied. Your galactic junk recycler. That is definitely needed. Increased ship range. I like the more loot because it gives you more stuff in when you're scavenging and when you're going into different like ammo boxes and stuff like that. It's better there. Naturally, good loot. That's better loot throughout. Now I use the Praxis UI inventory, but that's not really going to help you as far as leveling or anything. I just like it because I like the inventory. It's better than to me, it's better than the Star UI. So I like the extended, more engines rebalance, extended more shields, and then extended reactors rebalance. And that one gives you 50% more reactor power output. Okay. So now XP slider, you want that for sure. I recommend that one. Baka and this one especially because that just allows you to, how do you say, you can you can slide it as far as you want, but and we'll show you exactly how that's going to work for us. And then let's see, what I'm looking for is the shades immersive loot. And you can see there's a lot of stuff that I bring on, but a lot of this stuff is for visual effects and your outfits and stuff like that. There's a lot of extra um, mods, but shades added more skills. That's fine. Um, but immersive looting and Dark Star Astrodynamics are actually pretty key here. Okay. And then, like I said, a lot of the stuff, the dynamic universe and dynamic universe shattered space, that really helps keep the level of what you're facing way up there. And space of distress, I say put that in there just because what that's going to do for you is it's going to put a lot of more things. This one, POI variations, no more duplicates, right? But there's a one that increases the POI density on each planet. You're going to want that because what that does for you is it allow, once you land, you have way more options, more stuff out there available to you. And you can see I got a lot of stuff, a lot of things loaded. Now, one second. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you, and then I'm coming at it kind of not at the best way, so my bad on that one. All right, so when we're looking at gameplay options, and you can see right now I got everything on hard because she's still starting out, and then as I progress and things get a little easier, we'll move that all the way up to extreme. And then enemy ship damage, I don't usually mess with that. Just leave it on normal and just go with the flow with it, unless it gets way too easy. Now, that can happen when I've advanced my character enough to modify my ships and get the type of gear that's just OP, and then it's like, okay, we gotta make space combat a little bit harder. Carry weight, I choose reduced, gives you more experience. You see it increases the amount of experience there. Cargo access distance. For me, in a playthrough, I like to loot. And the key when you're advancing your character is you want to loot as much and as often as possible. Right? Not just for the sake of just collecting and trying to make money, but you're collecting stuff with the idea that the more things I collect, the better I can make my gear. And you come in with the mindset that yes, crafting is going to be a big part of this. I'm not just in here to, for space battles and shooting and stuff like that. Crafting is a huge part. And as we all know, that was one of those are kind of with Fallout and Skyrim. Those were those are big mainstays and what kind of helps the game along, and it helps you really feel like you're building your character more than just learning skills and stuff like that, but you're actually improving their gear and improving the weapons. And so it's very important and very vital here. And the other thing too is what it does is it allows me to find certain weapons that I just really like, right? Just to like the look and feel of it. And as I get better at modifications and with the legendary loot legendary modification recycler and the galactic junk recycler, I can repurpose and retool all my gear, and I can keep certain pieces that I really like and enjoy and modify the crap out of them, and then they get better and stronger with me. So I'm not always looking for a new weapon or a new outfit or a new anything, because what I have, I'm making it's growing with me as I'm going along. And then so the fact that we're looting so much means I got to constantly store this stuff. I got to put it away. I got to store it. And that's why having the cargo access distance from anywhere is so vital in my playthroughs, so that I can always store my loot. Once I get over encumbered, I can store it on my ship from any place. And then we select the reduced vendor credits, but we only really the only reason we do that is to increase the XP, right? We could go back to normal and say screw it, right? And then the vendors will have their stuff, but we want to increase the XP. Sustenance comes into play once and it only activates once you actually start the game proper. And what I mean by start the game proper is not Vectera, not Crete, but once you get to the lodge and you turn in that first um, artifact, that's when sustenance kicks in. So now you've started the game. You've gone past the training stuff. You've gone past the introductory, the intro to Starfield stuff, and then now you are into the game. And then sustenance kicks in. If you never get to that, because I broke my game playthrough where I can't start the game proper, which means I can't go down the Constellation storyline. So sustenance won't turn on. Even though I have it set just like this, it won't turn on because I haven't basically started the game. And then increase combat affliction gain. I always increase that for the more XP, but also that adds in the bleed, the burns, injuries, things like that. And it happens more often. So it gives you something that you have to be very mindful of, especially when, you're out there in firefights all over the place. You're going to get bleeding effect. You're going to get burns. You're going to get, if you're fighting creatures, you can get poisoned easily. So this just increases the chance of that, and it makes it so that you actually have to monitor and treat those. And now I don't mess with the treatment and prognosis just because I don't want to turn my game into just I want to say a nightmare of things that I'm just trying to manage all the time. But now environmental damage and afflictions, I've turned it on. and it was awful, just awful. Because with combat afflictions, right? Burns, bleeding, poisoning, things like that. You have packs that you can just take and to treat them. Here the only thing that gets rid of your environmental damage is rest, getting back to your ship, getting out of the environment. So it's a constant thing, and you're getting the constant alarms. You're getting this, and it just becomes just a nightmare of just overloaded stuff, and you're like, oh my god, just shut up already. And to the point where it's like it's not worth having, not even worth having it at all. So I don't turn those on. I just leave them. Since I use a controller, I say, yeah, might as well, right? Now the TN, these are the asteroid loot things. I don't really mess with them too much. Um, so I'm not gonna say anything there. But then here, bonus XP, and then I forgot what level I'm on, but I'm gonna put that at 0. Usually I go to level 20 with an extra bonus point per level, and then once I hit level 20, I turn it off. But you see, so bonus XP. So I got, this is the Baka bonus leveling, and then what it does is it gives you bonus XP, and then also if you want, you can go all the way up to 10 bonus skill points per level if you want. That's just overkill. But and then the junk recycler, right? I can disable the debug mode, well, or I can enable it. But with the junk recycler, what I do is and there's 4 tiers, right? Tier A, simple stuff, and then B, and then more complex stuff. So now, normally, what I do is this is 50, 50, up, and then 35. That's what I normally go with, right? So what it does is when I break stuff down, these are the chances and the number of items I'm going to get each time. So there's a 75% chance that I will get 5 tier A items from breaking something down, and so forth. Now, Fleet Commander, that allows you to have that extra ship, right? Not extra ship, but yeah, extra ships, and you can basically construct the terminal that you would need, put it on your ship, and then you can say, hey, have these two, up anywhere from 1 to 3 ships slave to your ship, so they follow you around, and then they help you in combat. Now, if I made the combat insane, then yeah, I would want them. But what I find is, for me, I like to board and commandeer ships, and this actually gets in the way of that. A lot of times, what'll happen is you'll knock a ship down and you're ready to board it, but your other ships are still firing on it. And if the timing is a little off, they could destroy the ship before you could board. And it's like, God dang it. So, just not worth it to me. And then, now, the XP slider. Sometimes I used to put it up to 100, but now I just knock it down to 70, especially with Baka enabled. I mean, I could take Baka, put that down to 0, and then put this at 100 and just go with that. But I said, you know what? I'm just going to do 70, right? And then Shattered Space, I always boost the level way out there. And then I always say that you have to complete Andresia's quest first, right? And then speed, I do increase the walking speed just to see, and I'm testing it, and that's why I got a -2. I increase the walking speed. I'm testing it to see if it matches the NPC speed. And if it doesn't, then I'll just shut it back down. But these are the settings, and this is, that I have. And then immersive looting, just, and then I also have this guy here, Bedlam. Now, what this does is it increases chances of certain things, right? So this one shuffles the POI, what you're going to get, and also changes where you're not going to find an enemy always in the same place. What are your chances for reinforcements? That means when you get into it, are they going to get reinforcements in? Well, yeah, I got it set at 30. And then here, this is what chance actually that when you get there and the place is occupied by spacers, what's the chance they might they might actually be getting assaulted by Crimson Fleet at the same time that you get there. And this one here, alien pets. Sometimes you'll get to a place and then you'll be like, what? And they actually have pets there. And then, so it's even, you got to fight them too. And then the chances that there are going to be more people there than normal. And then this is the Starborn boss chance. Now, what this does for our purposes gives you a lot more people to fight, but then that loot option, right? More loot and more chances of legendary loot. So we want that. And then so now, once we have all those settings and everything set the way we want, and then it's kind of like, okay, I could tell you, go and create an outpost here and then do all this. That's not what I'm really wanting to do, right? What I want to do is I want to just have some fun, get immersed, and just, build some skills while I'm doing this. Again, I'm a little disappointed with this guy just because.
Connection locked. Go ahead.
That's weird. Heard anything interesting?
You heard about this Elios retreat that's going up on Ixil 2?
I am
A friend
talking
of mine made it
to
sound
a
like
ghost.
it's supposed to be some kind of result for
I am
criminals.
literally
I must have heard him wrong.
talking to a ghost. Oh, no. Look. I left the ship. When I first came upon the ship, I could dock. And then now, after I've looted all the corpses on the ship, now it's just a regular ship. Holy cow, what happened? Okay. We're going to call that a ghost ship and we're getting out of here. Okay, so how I do it, in order to enjoy myself, is I come in here and I'll look at the star map here real quick and see there's a ship here and there's emergency distress signal. So I'm going to definitely go here first. I'll probably end up coming back to this planet. Now, you can see it said it was a derelict UC Chimera here, right? When you see that ship is derelict and the crew on board is dead. Sometimes you'll board a ship, it'll either be Freestar or UC, and you'll board it and everybody's just dead, right? You just have to take control of the ship, and then, you can loot everybody on board, but you can't take anything because it would be stealing until you actually take control of the ship. Or you get on board and there's active turrets all throughout the ship. If you have Sarah with you, or more than likely anybody from Constellation with you, you go and you board a ship that have active turrets going, leave the ship. By the time you disable all the turrets and take control of the ship, they will be so angry at you they won't want to talk to you anymore. And that has happened to me. So we're going to travel to this distress signal. Right now, I'm at the point in playthrough where we've turned in our we've turned in the artifact, and Sarah's waiting for us to talk to her, to tell us that we're going out together. Is that particles? Ballistic. Probably right there. And then an I think EMP, all that back there. Alright, there's two ships over here. Okay, so we're not gonna mess with that. This is going to ramp. We'll just stay up there. Fire. And then usually, like I said, 'cause I'm looking for, some combat, right? Because I want to build up a piloting skill. But the other thing too is we want to take out one of the ships and we want to leave the other for boarding. So we have 3 ships, take out the first 2, then board. God dang it. Ugh. See, I went this way and then boom, instead of pull out my weapon. The lay of the land. Right, so that's that. Alright, what do we got? That was nice. One legendary. Hey, don't you see I'm looting? Come on, man. Hey, man. People are just like rude. And just let me loot. Jeez. Now I can't take over the ship. I want to clear this level first.
There you are.
Alright. And then we have one more person to contend with. Hydrated. Let's see if that person's up here. And unfortunately, no. But oh, didn't take all of that. Water. Definitely take the tea. Take the milk. That means that last person is back here, right? Just double checking. That's the way we came in. Okay. We'll take over the ship if we can find. If we can find the cockpit. What's this? Landing bay. Okay, so we know the ship is clear. This is we came in this way, right? We gotta go up. Sure. Alright, here we go. So we came in. Went down. Yep, that makes sense. That's how yeah. Okay. This is probably a bit up here. Nobody flying the plane. Nobody flying the ship. Oh gosh, 8 chunks. 8 chunks. Take this. Hey, we just picked up some contraband. Yes, I know we picked up contraband. It's weird. Nobody's flying. What you got there? Ooh, alright. Got some money. Now, we don't have the piloting skill, but that's fine. And as a matter of fact, that makes things a lot easier. Just make sure we cleared everything out, and we did. If you do the Chunks Noir mod, alright, so we can undock. This has now been added to our fleet. And then our true target is over here. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's moving. Yeah, let me because okay, so sometimes you'll get in here and you'll get the distress signal and everything, and then what happened is this ship would have been taken over and boarded already by hostiles. And so once you take out all the other ships, the other support ships around, then you can board and take out the hostiles. But obviously, that's not the case. We pretty much got there in time to save it. We are not messing with the hostile faction installation, but we are going back here. So, we saw this before. Far-flung Alcazar. I've never seen that before, or if I have, never checked it out. Always. Unknown ship landing site. Accessible garrison. And this is us right now. Alright, let's go check out this far-flung Alcazar. I guess I could have taken it. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. The reason I'm going oh shoot is because we've got a lot of stuff and ooh, look at that. Okay. We're all full up. Our ship is all full up. So I can only grab about 700 kilos of stuff. The helmet. We're coming to say hello. I honestly don't know what's here. I think I know what's here, but I don't know what's here. Where's the entrance? There's the entrance. Saw somebody inside. There it is. What do we got? Alright, start something. Anybody with me? Too far away. See them planning something. The beauty is, I'm still kind of sneak damaging him, right? Kind of know where I am. Kinda. Still yep. And they're not exactly smart enough. to not all basically out in a line. You know, basically line up for me, right? You can see there's a ton of them inside there still. But look at that, that's Starborn. Now that's something I was not expecting one of them to show. Now, should I have some courage and just go on and take it on up there? You can see me now. There's one. There was a guy over here. Right. Oh, I see you. I see you. Keep walking right by him. I'm a little preoccupied. Still counting that sneak attack. Did I lose a body? There's lost a body. He's not over here. That was loud. I had to come on over. I didn't want to lose all my body. Where did you
try. Your demise has been ordained.
You hear that, right? Oh, look at that. Varun are here. Varun Zealots are here. Did they, like, decide to Attack when I attack. So not only do we have a Starborn, Rune Zealots too. Let's just do one more. Now I've come through these things. And found people just standing guard on the other wall. Like, dude, there's tons of gunfire over here. And you are just, what, standing?
There goes my share.
Seriously? I lost. I lost. Must have been my charge. Must have been here. Because, seriously. Oh, there she is. Alright, I'm gonna assume nobody's actually still standing their post with all the gunfire and everything going around. So, here. Raid the cupboards. Nothing. Yep. Never is. What do you got for me? Okay. I mean, it was nice of them to put it right there on the side of the building. Oh, look. Oh, look at this. Still standing your post. I guess. Somebody's got to block that hole, right? Not block, but guard that hole, right? Might as well be you guys. While the rest of your company, friends, whatever you want to call them, are getting their butts handed to them by some random invader. Gotta take the potato. Take the potato. Can't leave without okay. That was kind of unexpected. But hey. Now, the question is, were they just sitting here staring at this girl? Or what? What are you doing, man? That you were so distracted. And I just walked up on you and just started shooting you. Are there any more of you? That should have got it. The attention of anyone that's still around. Okay. Yep. I think we've got everything. Nope. Still one more. Just guarding his back.
I got this.
What do you got? Yeah, you do have those. But you did not have this. She's like all confidence. I got this. Makes you wonder if there's like a ruined ship around here somewhere then. There's us. And so there is the far-flung Alcazar. Maybe we didn't have to do them like that, but it was fun. All right. Now we're back. All right, let's do this. Just checking real quick before we leave the area. And where are we? Vega. But I want to go here first. And then, you know what? We will. Oh, we got a bounty? Why do we have a bounty? Who did we kill? Alright, well, you know what we need to do. That's disappointing. Mariska is probably not even talking to me right now. It's like, what are you doing with all this bounty stuff? What was it? Right, so now we gotta put this up. Gotta find a good place for it. Put this up. Okay. Bounty cleared. So this is that fleet management terminal, right? If you wanted some support when we're flying around, we can use the terminal here. And then we have our mission board, which if we want to go and work on our piloting, right? We can destroy the Phantom and destroy the fleet haunt, right? At Vega. Ooh, we're going to Vega. Might as well do it. This is our girl, right? Let's see. So I'm going to use this though. One of the things I can do right off the bat. Let's go ahead and store. Okay. Okay, and then all right, what are we wearing? We're wearing this one, which is combat veteran. I think I'll switch to that one. Give it a minute. There we go. We're gonna put these two in there. And in truth, if we wanted to, we could. Temporarily I'm using this grindle right here, but if you look, this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that, just like that. Gosh, we just gave up all our weapons. We're just gonna. Okay. And then we can do a couple of things. First, down here, let's grab all the resources that we just took off we're gonna just leave that stuff there. It doesn't take up any room on our cargo. So we are good there. And then if we wanted, we could trade. Let's see what they have for us. So we could, if we had the cash, we don't. So we're not gonna worry about that. All right, so we did take everything. Then we can come right on over here. We got 2 weapons. I got this guy, standard barrel. Yep. Tech barrel, laser. Reflex sight. Yep. Muzzle. Ooh, yes. Grip. Standard magazine. White hots if we want. Internal. That receiver. Fully automatic is fine. Scan. We'll make it tactical. Alright. Now we can make it furious since it's fully automatic. That really worked. Don't need to make that. We're gonna just put. Let's go with triple. And then Tesla. All right. And then with this guy, we already have some stuff on him, but we don't want to slice. Yep. Muzzle. Can't do a drum yet. Can't do that one up. Can't do it internally. Burst fire is what we prefer, but so this one has Berserker installed. We're gonna switch to this. And I don't like explosive. And that's as far as we can go there. And those are only 2 weapons that we even have right now. So let's really stick with those. And then let's see. Let's get her all set up. So there, you already set it. Yep. We have contract. We have skill points. ourselves over to what is this over here? Oh, the Oracle. All right, see that appeared and popped for us before we could change our settings, so it'll sit there until we decide to do anything with it.
Fire everything!
Oh my god.
Take her down!
Oh, perfect. Wow. Wow.
Still in one piece.
And now it's time to take a shot. I didn't want to have to do it, but you forced my hand. It's different. It has Tesla on it now. No, I hate saying that. We will take it off as soon as we can. And have that on our weapons or in our game. There's a turret somewhere. I don't know where it is though. Oh shoot! Why are you? You got you load? There's a lot of people on this ship. Someone else is coming. Close that door. looks like a turd, not a person. There we go. Alright. Okay. It's been added to our fleet at least. Hold on one sec. And there we go. So, undone. Where's the den? Oh, right there. No. Not this one. We were right next to it, right next to it. Alright.
Got
Hey.
anything you need to offload? Trade Authority's always buying. Kiosk
Nope.
right here for you.
Nope. Alright, so this guy.
Anything I can help you with?
Beaches. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Alright, we need
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches
This is
every
why
couple
we need
landings.
the
They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Dark Star Astrodynamics.
Sure, have at it.
Alright. So our ship is already like we have that. I'm gonna take that. And then I'm gonna take this off. Now, we don't have a lot of money. But I think we can afford those three things. Alright, so what we can do is just say, hey. Okay. Okay. Now, we have this helium tank, and we have this guy. Okay, so he's fine where he is. Alright, so we got two over there, What do we got? We got an A30. And oh my goodness. Okay. I don't think he can help us. Yeah. He can't help us. Alright. Oh. Okay. Nope. Nope. What do we got? We got a workshop. We got a control station. Living quarters. And what's down below there? Right there. All in one bird. That's all we need. That's all we need. Why is it? Well, the mass is heavier. Jump range. Whoa, look at all the money it took. Alright, thanks, man. Hey, how much money you got on you? Oh, you got some. Okay. Take that. That. Keep wanting to put that there. Sir?
If there's a... Good to see you. Certainly.
Okay. I just want to see. Does he have? Alright. Look, we need to sell some stuff. Are you serious? That's all? You ain't got no money? That hurts.
Only a matter of time before I get promoted out of here.
Can do from our inventory is transfer that. Yep. Because this is our bunk. Right?
Huh. A lot of computer expertise in your file, along with smiley faces. UC security doesn't appreciate being hacked, okay? Right. Now that's where the real money's at.
Need some work done?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, how about it?
Okay. So the best reactor you have is still just 30. So that's not gonna do us any good. Grav drives, on the other hand, though. Here's your 927. So 23. Alright, what do we got? What do I have? do with you just yet. What is that? Oh, I didn't realize we had one there. Okay. All right, so you can see we have okay. All right. There we go. What did we add? Nothing. Oh, we just added more tank. All right. Okay. And then reason we have that bed is this right here. Remember, this is. Hey, I can't believe that Walter Stroud, the Rocket Man himself, dropped a stack of credits to clean up the den. He said part of the deal was that we had to provide a bed and some storage for some rock breaker from Argos extractors. That is now working for the Steam constellation. So right there, that's our bed that they had to supply for us. But what it did also was put all these extra benches here, and just gave us a place. This isn't what I wanted.
Just one quiet day. Not too much to ask for?
Hey, you know what? A quiet day means we didn't do anything. If that makes sense. And see, what we're doing is we're breaking all this stuff down. So this is the vest that we're wearing. What is this vest? Oh, it's a little bit different. We got 10 flight suits. All right. Ship captain hat. Some of these things I break down just to see what I can get. Okay. Our ship. Oh, shoot. All right, we'll take that. Close enough. Long way away. All right. Payloads. Long way away. All right. Take that. As a matter of fact, this is the one I needed. Okay. That's the one we're trying to do right here. So let's go. Abandoned robotics facility. Civilian outpost, forgotten military base. Lots of loot. That's not what we're looking for. This is where we're trying to go. Destroy them, or you can board them and kill everybody. Since there weren't any other ships. What ship is this? Okay. Ooh, and look at that. Black market. Oh, and look at that. Harvested ore. Pretty simple. Yeah, that was it. So I could have just destroyed them in space, or I could have done this. Alright, spaceship is added to my collection. Board to our spaceship.
Any news to share?
And you see Marika, she's ready. She's ready for action. Ooh, decayed enclosure. I've not actually checked one of those out before. Let's see what's going on in space. Oh, we got some. We got some. All right, let's check this out. Hostile activity. And we got a derelict Freestar Falcon. Let's check this one out real quick. Remember that planet? Right, so over here. And you can see gives us the option to dock with it. So I would have done the same thing with the camera. Another ship with active turrets. Now you see everything is stealing, right? So again, I'm doing it now. When I look at the crew, none of it's stealing. So I can go ahead and take their stuff. But everything else is stealing. Alright, and then take that. Alright. So there's another active turret somewhere. Probably opening on this side. Oh, then you can see all this is stealing. So I have to take out the turret. Nope. There's the captain. But I can't take anything because it's stealing. Well, I guess I could take it, but it's allowed to stop me. But that's not how we want to roll here. Alright, so where's that last turret? Oh shoot. Oh shoot, I want to do it. I want to do that. Alright, so you saw it came up with the message, go ahead and take over the ship. So before I actually start looting the ship, what I should do now going up here. Alright, that makes things easier. Because now I can loot the ship, right? And it's been added to my collection. Now I'm not seeing it. Then we come around here. That should do it. All right. And remember where we boarded. Right here. Okay. Jump back into our ship. If we were to look at our fleet, so there's the derelict Freestar Falcon right there. There's the Crimson Fleet Haunt, the Banshee that we took. There's the Wraith, another Haunt. The derelict UC Vista. And then a stranded Ecliptic Cutlass. And Crimson Fleet Ghost. Derelict UC Discovery, a Varun Litany, the Frontier, and then the Achilles. All right. Let's see what else is in the system. So we got a couple of things. Powerful hostile signal, and then just hostile activity. If we wanted to fight some Ecliptic, we could go to their satellite, and then, but this is an ambush. Let's just show it. Satellite right there. Transfer 25 credit, 25 credits, but guess what? board. See what we got. is we got the takeover ship message. They even had a heat leech. Hey. In case we need a more grub. Okay, so before we take over, since we're still attached to this one, let's just do this. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's see. What I'm doing is I'm looking at what we have. Oh, look at this one. Let's see. Got a ton of consumables, which means probably where play too. That's 18 pounds right there. Not even 18 pounds, 18 kilos. Oh, wow. Our carry weight is very high, to tell you the truth. Not sure exactly why that is. But we're going to do a couple of things real quick here. Remember when I said when it starts to seem like it's too... I'm going to see if that changes anything. Didn't change it. God dang it. and just head back. Where's Marika? She hiding? Did I miss her? Oh, she's probably over here. Okay. So that was the hostile activity. Yep, that's our stiletto. Ammo. So we got spaceship debris. Oh, look at this. We got hostile warp signatures. Hostile activity. Where did we? Oh, we went to there. We didn't do that. Okay. So we could go to hostile activity, but I think the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check this place out. Set course for this place. Was that where I wanted to go? Decayed enclosure? I think so, yes.
Good day, Captain.
Good day. Here's the decayed enclosure. Oh, look, there's some close-up stuff. Collapsed mine. What's that? Pipeline station. Storage crate right there. Come on. You had it. Remote industrial site. No. Hidden cave. Is this the hidden cave, really? Hillside cave. Okay. Let's say, wait a minute, really? I want to get over there. Closure. Oh, it's another one of those. Do we really want to do it? Do we feel like is it even fair? Is it even fair? Okay. Spacers. I don't like this one. Look at this thing trying to be all slick. Spacer's a little more lackadaisical than the others. Not as hard charging. Question is, do they know what they're shooting at? Or are they just shooting because they got shot? Should I go? Feeling anxious. Here we go. Get this truck right at your door, at your gate. Do you not know where I am? Don't know where I am. Even when I'm right here in front of you. Oh, look at this guy. 1 inch. Punch. Just in case I didn't know where I was. Alright. Just in case. Hey, I'm right here.
Damn it.
I shot you in the face because
I'm getting tired of this.
are you really getting tired of this? Because you make it sound like you've been through this quite a bit.
I'd be scared to fight me too.
I'm not. And trust me, if I could find you, this would be over.
When I find you, keep running.
inside. You see anything? I don't see anything. Loot is what I see. Alright. Broham. You're around here somewhere. How do you get into this building? Oh, there you are. There you two are. This is a different building. Oh. Should just came out and just got your medicine. Really. Instead of making me come in and get you. Look at that. 15K. Just like that. I like it. Gravity Paradigm. Okay. This area. See if we can find some stragglers. Some people just diligently holding their post while while their friends just get shot. Like this guy. Boom. Oh, you're looking for me? I was looking for you. That's kind of funny. Anybody else? Anybody else just stand in their post instead of checking out where the gunfire is? You're just sitting there chilling, having some grub. Holy cow, you got a lot of loot on you. We're not gonna talk about that position. Yeah. Apologies. Was not my intention to leave you like that. Where's the building with the guns written on it with marked for guns? Right. This one, that one, and this one should say guns. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know where they were. Because I may not have found them otherwise. You should also put on the outside and ammo. You know, guns and ammo. Just in case I wasn't looking for guns and just only ammo, I'd still know to come in here and get what I'm looking for. So, just saying. You want to clarify that. Ooh, what do we got here? I mean, nothing I would wear, but definitely stuff I would break down and recycle, if not sell. All right, so is this the way we came in? Yep, yep, yep. All right. What's this? I can't think of it. I don't see anything else. All right. Was this the abandoned mine? Oh, hey. Okay. All right. All right. Oh. Okay. Copper, lead, things that are. Got another cutter, just in case we didn't have one. Whoops. Whoa. Hey. Oops. Sorry. Minor slate. Okay, don't want to jinx anything, but screw it. I found the mother lode. This makes it all worth it. The sleepless nights, the isolation, the backbreaking labor, the countless failures. None of that matters now. All I can think about is digging deeper. Just a few more feet and I'll be richer than I've ever thought possible. My whole life has been leading to this moment. Yes, it has. Your whole life has ended in this moment. flying away. Wonder what happened here. Run through creature pile. Where's the creature? Way out.
Sorry, I'm on the clock. I might have what you need, but no promises. I have some tools in stock if you need any.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right, here's what I've got.
Mm-hmm. How much money you got? Not a lot. I could use some fiber, some cosmetics, some polymer. Gosh, you weren't kidding. Let's see. All right, man.
Stay safe out there.
Oh, we're trying. Since this is a civilian place, there's no loot to be had. All right, I'm holding. Okay. Okay. you attacked me. I didn't want to take your stuff. But you kind of left me no choice. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Couldn't help yourself but carry around some contraband. Let's see what this thing looks like. Kind of looks like our ship before we did all the modifications. Kinda.
It's always a good day. Here, let me take that. I'd be happy to catch up later.
That is it. That is just a couple hours of just chill leveling and just going around, just immersing ourselves in space, right? Leveling up, doing some things, looting, just basically just kind of, I'm gonna call it chill leveling, right? Not where we're just trying to, like I said, 60 levels in 1 hour. I mean, we could do it, we could set it up that way, but how much fun is that, really? Right? This is just more casual and just kind of more fun to do. All right. So if you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. We will be doing more with this character Vex, and yeah, I really enjoyed her, and yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to doing some more chills. Basically, just I keep thinking the word that keeps coming to mind is chill streams, but we're not really streaming. But it's just some chill leveling and going through things as we come across them. All right, guys. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye.